school.
Summertime's coming, so that means, you're probably going to quit your job and go work somewhere else.
Really?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you're going to switch company. I don't know. Something like that's going on, and you're an originator. Check Mortgage Jobs now. You can see the actual CEOs of the companies, get their vibe, get their culture. Just check there. Click the banner you see right here over on your right. Scroll all the way down on your mobile device, past the comments, or click a link around here on Facebook somewhere.
Hey, by the way, I was talking to you yesterday. I think for a real estate agent, if you don't have any listings, list your own house. Now, you said not a good idea. I think it's a great idea. List your own house. If you don't have any listings, now you have a marketing piece for you. Congratulations. You can go ahead and take that house and you can pop it on social sites and put a text count on it and generate leads and maybe get other listings and other buyers. List your own house. Bad idea? Why?
I just don't care for it. Do your own thing.
I think it is a great idea. My God, why wouldn't you do it? Say, well, I don't want to move. Good, then list it for $50,000 higher than what it's worth. You'd move then, wouldn't you?
All right.
Moving
on.
Yeah, and here is the best part. You can always put the MLS, say, by appointment only, don't show it.
Or put in the MLS, I'm really not selling this to all the realtors, so don't bother me.
Or, here's another thing you could do is I would do this. I would actually, if you think it's a good idea to list your own, if you think this is a good idea to list your own house, then go to your closest friends, people you talk to all the time. Say, hey, would you sell your house for $400,000? No, I wouldn't do it. Well, because it's worth $400,000. How about $500,000? Well, sure, I'd sell it for $500,000. Good, let's list it. Get some listings out there. Come on, let's build up inventory. Who knows? Here's what's going to happen, Frank.
Do we have a story
Yes,
today?
we do, but I want to finish this one.
Okay.
Here's what happens. Let's say you have a friend who has a house that's worth $400,000 and you go and list it for $500,000 just to use it for a marketing piece. Here's what's going to happen with that person. They're going to have a sign in front of their yard, and after a couple of weeks, they're going to start...
Okay, moving on.
Now, on with the show. According to GeekWire, which is my favorite real estate site...
GeekWire. Nice.
Just 9 cities account for 37% of all annual real estate investment over the past decade.
Really?
And this is globally. So here's what the cities are. Boston, London, New York, Paris, San Francisco, Seattle, San Jose, Sydney, and Tokyo. Those are the 9. So that means investing in Boston, New York, San Francisco, Seattle, and San Jose, ours in the contiguous 48, is going to get even harder for real estate agents and mortgage loan officers, particularly the people who are buying houses. Harder than, say, currently in San Jose, California, where Google employees are living in Breaking Bad RVs, sans the meth lab, I think. Seriously, here's a few pictures of the latest new home subdivision in San Jose. So tell us, what do you think?
Do you know the way to San Jose? I've been away so long, I may go wrong and lose my way. Do you know the way to San Jose?
Okay, so 39% of all real estate investment is in the few cities that you just brought up.
Correct, the 5.
Here's what you need to know.
You being real estate agents, lenders.
Yes. From GeekWire.
Quote,
real estate investors focus on tech cities used to be implicit in investment strategies, according to the report. But it is now becoming an explicit part of strategy, and several major investors have announced that they are actively targeting innovative-oriented cities.
Okay. So, I want you guys to understand this. That 39%, Frank, it's going to get even more money pushed into those 5 cities that we just discussed. So it's currently 39%, but more money's going to head into those because this is what investors are targeting. So in those 5 markets, me and Frank just gave you what we call our narrated tea leaves. We've read them to you. So now you have your talking points. Go about and do what you need to do. And for those who are not in those markets, we have to understand if more money's going towards those 5, that means you're going to have a downturn and it could really negatively affect your market. And I use that term negatively tongue-in-cheek because there's an opportunity in every other market that's not one of those 5 tech markets if you play your cards right. Now, think about this. Now, Frank, I want you to think about this for a second.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay?
I'm trying.
What if you had 2008's inventory and prices with today's pent-up demand? What do you think you'd have in those markets?
So let's look at that. 2008, things were not very good, right?
Well, hold on a second. Let's not use terms like good and bad, okay? We're assigning a value to it. So what if you had 2008's prices in inventory where everything was for sale?
Right.
Okay, but we didn't have buyers in.
Right.
So we had the prices in sale from 2008, but today's pent-up demand where everyone's saying, I can't find a house.
Yeah.
What would happen to that market? What would it look like?
Flourish, I would think.
Oh my God, it would be gangbusters.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, when you think of it in those terms, doesn't it make you yearn for neighborhoods that once single-handedly tried to deforest half of Canada by making real estate signs? I mean, seriously, what if we had 2008's massive inventory and their low prices with all of today's demand? My God, it would be like, an American working the dating scene in Moscow in 2008. See, I knew a fella who did that. Here's how it goes. You don't need a quality game or even really need to be a looker to take down supermodel lookalikes.
Yeah, I remember this.
A few months of those hunting grounds, and you might think you actually have game.
And you don't.
No, you don't have any game whatsoever. It's the market.
And a high inventory, high demand market, some realtors may be accurately led to the conclusion that you're a good marketer, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what happens. When things are good, you think it's because of you.
Right.
Right. And, well, like Moscow, it's the conditions, man. It's not necessarily you.
So, the real play, if GeekWire and current conditions are true for real estate agents and lenders out there, the real play may be outside of our tech communities for the best results for real estate agents and lenders.
Sure.
So what you were assigning as a bad market, I think might be one of the greatest markets about to hit.
Yeah, like fishing a stocked pond.
Right.
Don't buy in San Jose. Stay in your RV. Invest in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, I think there really is a play there. Now, I want to close with this. Rates are down right now. Inventory is up, yet sales are still down in most markets.
Yeah.
We're always looking at markets and judging them as either good or bad.
Like I did.
Yeah, well, and I don't necessarily think that's right or accurate. See, every market has its opportunities. When markets change, as they always do, they're constantly in flux. What's really happening is existing opportunities are closing, so while others are opening up.
So you need to know that the primary job of a loan officer or real estate agent is to prospect and market, not to close this month's deal, rather to find next month's deal. The most effective way to do that is to understand what doors are closing and what ones are about to open. And if you can figure that out, the next phase of your market's condition, then you're ahead of the curve and you'll be rewarded with production, provided your work ethic matches your insight. We, at the National Real Estate Post, are trying to help on the insight, but the work ethic is all you. So, how do you work on that? Well, here's a plan. You've got 4 days because of your shortened weekend. Just try to get 5 days of production in. Then, keep up that pace next week. Man, hope that helps.